to this exciting video where today we're doing something a bit different. Today we're joined by the channel DJ once again, and we're in his car, and right now we're heading to the Glamis Extravaganza here at the village of Glamis here at Scotland. This castle, Glamis Castle, is a famous British castle because it was the birthplace of the Queen Mother and the late Queen Mother here at Britain. So now we're just rolling in here to go to the show. Yeah, so I'm going to update you folks. It's a Glamis Extravaganza special today. This is actually the front gate here of it. Look at this folks, this is actually the road straight to the front door of the castle that we go down here to the Extravaganza. It's incredible scenes. And Channel DJ's car today is on the stand here at the show, so it's cool. We're early in the morning folks, it's 9 AM and we're just arriving. Look at this, welcome to the Extravaganza. The signs are out. Yeah, check this out folks, there's an old ducat here at the side of the driveway, which is cool to see. Must have been the Glamis Castle ducat right there. Check it out, it's so busy at all the sides and stuff here. Look at that folks, the front door of Glamis Castle's just down that road. Now we're entering the field here. Look at this folks, there's loads of car clubs. This is a crazy scene out here today. What a crazy event. There's so many amazing cars. Look at the old MR2 Mark 1 Mark 1 Golf convertible. Yeah folks, we're going to take a proper walk around here soon. I'm just going to show you all the best bits on this. This is us just basically arriving at the show early in the morning here, so that everybody's not even set up yet. Like Porsches and stuff like that, Beetles. Okay, it's all going on folks. Right folks, we're now in the heart of the show here. We're looking at some of the vintage cars and stuff. I've had a bit of a walkabout and I'm going to have a detailed walkabout in the video, but yeah, I'm scouting the area out folks. Right now we're at the main show field, going past the vintage cars and the vintage motorbikes. There's so much to see here, it's unreal. But yeah, epic folks. This is all old Fords and stuff, old Land Rovers. The old Land Rover there folks is Perkins powered. That's what we like on this channel, a good bit of black Perkins diesel. Look at this folks, this is a Bristol car made from the same people that made the Bristol aeroplanes in World War II. After the war they made these cars. And just check it out. The spare wheels kept in a wee box in the wing, look at that folks. Crazy. British car industry folks, it's dead now, but that's the sort of stuff they used to make. Look at this side, motorbikes with sidecars and stuff.
Check the Royal.
Oh aye. Look at this old Land Rover folks, it's Castle Motors in Forfar, Austin and Vauxhall, and this is an old Austin Land Rover, Series 1. That's a real deal old racing bike folks. That's the sort of thing they used to go in and win the Isle of Man TT on back in the day. Look at this folks, we're now in the military section here at the show, and look, this, we'll go in here looking at it in a minute. There's a truck here, a little, what do they call the Willis Jeep, and it's actually got a machine gun and stuff on it, so we'll have a look.
Over the loss, certainly over the loss.
This is a dingo here folks. Look at that, the engine's right behind you when you're driving.
That's our main base for
It's a fully armoured like little vehicle.
Yeah.
Called a dingo. Oh, this is a radio system, folks. I thought it was an engine.
It almost looks like
Aye, the angle I was seeing it.
There's your third seat there.
Oh, aye. Wow. It's got speakers and stuff. Like, that's some sort of little. Must be an alarm.
that might be a tannoy or something.
Check that out. Here, I'm wanting to see this while there's nobody next to it. Look at this, folks. Look at this machine gun right here. What a beast of a gun. Wow. Look at that, hand grenades and stuff. We love the World War II stuff, folks, on this channel. As you know, we explore so many World War II sites. This is the sort of vehicles that might have been kicking about at these sites. Look at these machine guns. Are these not Thompsons or something? I don't even know. Thompsons, eh? That's what I thought. Some of the first automatic rifles, eh?
1917.
1917. And what was these other two guns?
Automatic. What are we doing?
That's the owner of the guns back there, folks, but he's speaking to somebody now. Oh, look at this radio here. It tells you the crystals and stuff on the frequencies. Look at this gun. That's a proper bit of kit right there, folks. What a cool unit. Look at the bullets. See that? They're all fake, because look at the caps on them. Look at this, folks. This machine gun here, cool as anything. See, this is like the sort of thing that was probably mounted on some of those places we see at the bunkers. Kind of those anti-aircraft places we saw at the radar site. Look at this, German. Yeah, look at the size of this 50 caliber rounds right there. Insane scenes, folks. Look at that, the ammo. Great. I love seeing the guns and everything. That is a proper unit of a weapon, that. See on films, you see them carried them about like they're just little light higs. Total firing them one-handed. Look at this one. Oh, here, this is one of those German guns, is it no? Here, this is a German motor. No way, look at that, folks. That is so cool. Look, it's called a Zundap. Look at the gears. The seats are epic on the Higgs. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at the thing for the ammo on there, the round casing. Look at this, folks. This is like a tank thing. Wow, imagine sitting down in there now.
I know. You see the speedo's marking which gear you should be in. It's interesting.
Oh, aye.
The speedometer.
Wow.
Section.
Look at the steering wheel, it's straight up and down. What's this thing here? Look, is that a bullet?
Well, that's what we're talking about. Would it be for firing flares or something?
That must be what it is. It's
What
like,
would it be? No, I don't know. It might not be, but
maybe not flares, but maybe even just projectiles of some sort. Kind of what it is, it's a, what do you call it, a mortar. It's for firing mortars, I think. If anybody else knows, folks, get in the comments.
Aye.
Look at that, there's the windscreen for looking out when you're driving. Spare wheel, look. This is totally epic, folks. I'm loving all these machines.
Built August 44, 1944.
Oh, look, Ford, Canada. August 1944.
Look at the ignition and everything.
Yeah, wow. Look, Sten gun, it says, goes on that bracket.
Just between the seats.
Oh, the air intake is way there for the engine. Crazy, folks. And then look at this, this is German as well.
Yeah.
Just think, this was probably driven by a Nazi in the war. Like, how crazy is that to think about? Is this fuel tanks?
Yeah.
This is crazy, folks. There's just vintage stuff all around.
How much that's worth?
So there we go, folks. That gentleman just told us 100 grand it costs, £100,000, which is insane money. And this is literally a German World War II. Look at that, it's got the skull and crossbones on it. There's the engine in that hole. Check it out, it's kind of a cross between a, like a bit of a crawler and a bit of a motorbike, 'cause it's got a wheel at the front. Wow. It's got like a winch and stuff on the back. Yeah, look at this tank as well, eh? It's got all the spades and axe and stuff. Ken, there's no comfort, eh? It's just for a job.
Look at the exhaust there.
Yeah. Rubber tracks on this one, which would suggest it's not as old. Crazy folks, and then look at this. I love seeing the interiors and stuff on these. Oh, it's got a bracket there for a gun.
Oh, aye.
Look at that folks, there's a gun mount there. I don't know if that comes out of the camera. Oh, there's the radiator. See, the radiator's protected by the armour. Crazy folks. Cargo carrier. The Studebaker Corporation. Wow, look at the window here. Look how thick that armour plating is for the window. That is crazy.
Tulsa Winch Company. Yeah.
Oh, aye. That is insane.
There's a tank next.
Things that
Look at
haven't
this,
been
folks.
used made, though.
This is a British tank, I'm sure. I'm sure they use these, kid, most of the wars. Aye. Look at that. That's for firing, like, I'm sure, like mortars or like smoke rounds and stuff. And look, it's got a machine gun at this side. See all the different periscopes there. That's so you can look out without getting shot in the head.
It's surrounding the whole thing, eh?
Yeah. Wow. Look how thick the armour plating is there. That's honestly like 2-inch plate. But also the angle of the armour helps it.
Communications, eh?
Oh, aye.
There for laying bombs and that.
Look, he's got a tip on it. RS.
VRS.
Oh, aye.
That's from a Skoda.
No way. Look at all the communication systems.
Yeah.
And then this would have been like ammo crates and all sorts of stuff. And I think the driver would have stuck his head out that hole. Wow. Real machines of war, folks. And then look at this one, it's the winch. These were used often after the war in the forestry game.
Like the wooden frame.
Oh, aye. Wow, just think though, 1950s, 1940s I mean, this would have been built.
Yeah, the coat hooks and
Oh, aye.
This is
Wow.
the important making.
Yeah, but kid, son, look at the way it's built with the plate of steel. Maybe.
This uses a major engine in it.
Did it? This is insane, folks. We've just looked mostly at the military vehicles so far, but it's insane. I love seeing all that. Machines of war. All built for the defence of the country, for Britain and America. And we've even seen German vehicles, which is crazy. I love the tank. It's just a small gun and stuff on the tank.
Yeah, the oil tank's right at the passenger's knees.
Look at the door though. Oh, aye. Is that not kind of what that is? That's the air filter.
Is it?
Yeah, it's an oil bath air filter. Look at the door. It's just a bit of metal being gassed. What's this? Oh, that's the winch actual motor. Epic. Everything on a machine like this back in these days was for a purpose. And this is actually a military winch. Yeah, look, this boy's got a machine gun sticking out his back door. A lot of those trucks seem to have had actual machine guns and guns and stuff, like mounted, so probably if it kicked off they could just, away they go.
Big Ford V8 in this thing, yeah.
No way, look at this, folks. Ford V8. I love the shape of the windows and the panels and stuff on vehicles like this.
Pole wagon.
Yeah, here, that's a massive truck, that thing, the pole wagon. It says D-Day on it, so I'm not sure if it was like involved or... Wow. It's got the canvas cab roof. Look at this one. Shout out to all the viewers in America. That's where I get, that's the second biggest country for views on my channel, America. So shout out to the USA fans. This is a truck for yous. I think some of these still get used in the military in America, eh? Or they've got a new version of this. White Thunder. Yeah, this is cool. The boy's actually got a gun sticking out the back of this side. This is an older looking World War II again. I like looking in the interiors. Yeah, look at the hole in the roof for like shooting out of. Oh look, there's earths on the door and stuff like that. Yeah, I love the style of that Ford Canada. And then more of those Willis Jeeps. That's what our grandfather used to use for the forestry at Glenisla when he was in the woods. They had one of them for nipping around on the estate. And they were popular after the war. What is it?
Do you know how these were all dropped from the sky as kits?
Aye.
Total shipping all your...
Oh aye, the shipping weights.
Yeah, all your stuff.
They've only got 3 forward gears as well.
Oh aye.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it looks like the chassis has been welded there. It looks like it's had a dent on the front.
So many of these during the war.
Yeah, they're everywhere, eh? Oh, there's another Royal Navy Land Rover.
Was that the same one?
No, it's a different one. See what these were used for, folks? It's Royal Navy, and we saw another one of these today, and it was used for taking people around at one of the Royal Navy bases. That's what it said on the thing. But I'm not sure. This one's got a different thing at the front.
That's a winch.
Yeah, for winching boats. Or
Well,
just,
just winching anything.
just because it's the Navy, it doesn't mean it was boats, eh?
No, I mean...
Look at their headlights. Side lights, I mean. Look, they've got little thumb screw bits on them.
What's the thing on the dash there for? Is that to open the...
Yeah, those front vents open right up. When we were on Isla last year, we had them wide open because the weather was like this. It's cool to see though Royal Navy history like this. It's a different bit of the history we don't normally see. I love seeing the military stuff. It's absolutely epic, folks. Look at this, folks. It's a massive Lister Blackstone generator, and check the size of it. It's like the thing we saw at the Blair Gowrie Mill.
It's only 4 cylinders as well, eh?
Yeah, it's a massive 4-cylinder engine, eh? See the gauge? See the gauges on top of each cylinder. What's it saying?
This set is a standby power supply for the radio's listening station.
At Montrimond.
Yeah.
And that's exactly where we explore, folks, on videos on this channel.
I know, we've been
This
to that
came
building,
from the Montrimond
that
forest.
actual building.
And that was a Y
So is
series.
this the one we've seen in the photos there then?
It must be, but there was 2 generators at that site, eh?
I wonder if they've taken this out then in recent
Wow.
years
That must be it, check it out. That makes sense, because see the power that we're needing.
Yeah. That would be the same, we don't have like 4 or 5 massive masts.
Wow, folks, we're just taking this in because we've just realised this is the one from the very site which we have explored. So that's crazy to imagine this was in situ there, and it was one of the main radar sites in the UK, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't a radar, it was a listening station.
A listening station, folks, World War II.
They're starting this up at 3 o'clock.
Are they?
So we should be here.
Wow. It's cool to see all the gauges and levers, and look at the size of those ammeters at the top. Because we've got the channel historian with us, folks, he knows all about electronic items like this. This would be a dream setup for his living room. You could have a perspex wall with that behind it. Look at this, folks, it's an old, what I'm guessing is an old services fire engine from like RAF.
This vehicle belongs to the Home Office.
Oh aye, this vehicle belongs to the Home Office, it says on it, folks. So I'm thinking it must have been, oh it says the Auxiliary Fire Service. So yeah, that's cool to see more World War II history like that, folks. The good old British built Bedford truck. And then this is a more modern fire engine like when we were young. It looks more like the Fireman Sam type of deal. Look at this, folks, this is a Land Rover fire engine. Land Rovers were made into multiple different things over the years, folks, and this one here is cool to see. Look, it's got all the apparatus for the fighting fires. All the kit for back in the day. AKR's having a look to see if it's got a separate engine for the water pump for pumping the water.
I think it pumps up the PTO.
Oh, aye. PTO driven pump, folks. Yeah, look at this. Oh aye, the old fireman's helmet and stuff. That's like the classic Fireman Sam attire. Yeah, aye, the old interior, the gauges is down in the middle of these things. It's hard to see through the glass. Look, HCB Angus Limited, they must have been the folk that converted them into fire engines. So it's an HCB Angus Land Rover, folks. And it's got that extra bar on the roof for all the apparatus.
Need that nowadays anyway.
For sure. Look at this, is a tidy one at this side there. Wow.
101s are.
No way.
Look at that, folks, a 101 flatbed. Ken, what, it looks brand new. Look, the steps in the middle of the wheel.
Wow, I see. I never knew they built trucks like.
This is an early 101, folks.
Between the seats.
Yeah, this one's immaculate, really good condition. I don't know if I mentioned it, folks, the channel historian has joined us in this video. He's been with us for a while now, but I might have forgotten to introduce him. So now we've got the channel DJ and the channel historian all in one place on this BKR adventure. And I love seeing these old Land Rover 101s. Look at this, folks, we love seeing the old military Land Rovers and stuff, and just imagining the history that might have been in. I like the air cleaners in there for the engine. You probably access the engine through that hole,
That's the back of the engine, yeah. They'd have held a lot of men though.
Oh, yeah, you could imagine the troops in there on their way to the battle. Let's see what we can see in this one, folks. Often you'll just get a reflection from the glass, unfortunately.
Aye, yeah, like how you normally see them.
That would be so weird sitting over the top of the wheel. This is crazy, folks. This was sold to a farmer in Glamis in 1962, used until 1984, stored at the farm until a raup in 1995, and then it was sold to another farmer in Glamis who owned it until 2016. So that's cool, because we explore Glamis on the videos on this channel, folks, and just think, this Land Rover has come from that area of the land. See the paint job on it, it's just immaculate, eh? Looks like it's just come out of the showroom. Wow, I love the interiors on the Series 1. Yeah, look at that, folks, it's so cool. It's got the wee sliding window. The paint work on it is just amazing.
The same block, like different handles.
Look at this wee thing, folks. We're literally just recording any random items that we walk past in this video. I'm not doing any particular like system here as we look at stuff. We're just looking at cool stuff. That's the best way to be often at a show like this. But the next thing we're about to look at is this cool county with the front blade. Look at this, folks, this is awesome. These were often used, counties were used often in the forest business, and these were used for rolling trees about and stuff like that. And this is really tidy the way it's been done with the hydraulic pipes, and yeah, it's in real good condition. This is a great example here of a county, and look, it's got the big winch on the back, the big Eglin winch. Crazy, folks, look at that. Yeah, that is epic, folks. Look, there's the control lever there for the blade going up and down. Epic. This is one of my favourite tractors here at the show. County 1124. Look at this, folks. For any of the Brecon viewers out there that's watching, this is a Brimer family butcher old trailer for the back of a horse. And they are still literally the butchers, which is in like Brecon, the little Angus city. So this must have been what they delivered the meat back in the day with.
Yeah.
Oh, it tells you here, 1906, look. So this was the same year as that waterworks we were at last week in the video. This is what they were delivering the meat for and back then. Imagine that, eh? Look at this, folks, a fine example of a Ford 6.6. Tidy tractor.
Some were homemade, but various different companies made, because you didn't just get in a standard.
Nah.
Look at this, folks, a fine example of a Field Marshal. It's so nice with the green and the different colours. I like the colour of the lights with the lenses. These are the ones that you put the cartridge in the side and you can start it with a shotgun shell, folks. That's what that's for there. You put the shotgun shell in and hit it with a hammer.
A blank one.
Yeah. And that fires the engine up. But also you put a bit of burning paper in there, and then when you fire it up with a handle, you can use a handle as well, but it uses the hot air for the burning bit of paper to like heat up the gas in the cylinder, the air.
That's crazy, yeah.
It's insane how far things have come. Look, this has already got the date, like 1956 is written on the side of there. Look at this, folks, we're back around now at this old Lister Blackstone generator from Montrimon Wood, because they're away to fire it up at 3 o'clock, and we love seeing machines like this in operation. He's using this small generator here to power it before starting it. Oh, it's got the starter motor there, look.
This thing, it won't let itself run until it gets oil pressure first. So it's got an electric oil pump that once it gets oil pressure, it then lets the starters work. So that's the oil pump on now. And if you want that little lever, it'll start to work its way down the way. See it going?
Oh, aye.
So far down, that opens the door up. So that was impressive, folks. It started up so easy. The first stage of it turning over, it was creating the oil pressure, and then boom, away it went. Totally epic. It's a massive 4-cylinder Lister engine, diesel powered, and literally that came from Montrimon Listing Station, which is epic. Crazy bit of World War II history. We've seen some cool World War II history today in the show. A thing like that is just epic to see. Look at this, folks, a V8 powered Force Avenger. Scania V8 petrol. Look at this, folks, this is the front of Glamis Castle. And this is actually the end of the first Glamis Extravaganza episode. But there'll be a part 2 coming, so stay tuned, folks. Oh yeah, boys, that was the front splitter making contact. What an outro for this video, folks. I'm going to end it here. Channel DJ's just smashed his front splitter off this old bridge. It's been a crazy adventure. Thanks very much for watching. Tune in again soon. See you later, folks.